Is it the same everywhere in China? Films about China that isn't about Kung Fu or isn't about Kung Fu?
You can't say this, you can't say that. How are you supposed to direct China?
The Chinese really take it to the next level. These people literally eat anything that moves.
I encountered Asian stereotypes. Never encountered
China
Asian
made
stereotypes
certain
before.
trains
I didn't know that.
opening up and freedom of expression.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the second episode of our new Myth-buster series about China. Is it the same everywhere in China? I would say the answer is 100% no. If you think about it, China is one of the biggest single nations in the world, right? Not only is it very different culturally, which I'll get onto later, literally you could go from mountains to plains, you could go from forests to jungles, you go from beaches to deserts. You can go from like the north, which can be anywhere, like Harbin for example, can be anywhere between like -10 and -20 degrees at any given time. Take a 5-hour, 6-hour flight down to the south and you'll be on the beach at 30 degrees. Most people don't know this, right? China actually has, I don't know the exact number, but 30, 40 different ethnic groups. Not only do they have their own tradition, they have their own kind of like dialect rather than language. Aside from that, even different provinces, because of the way that they've reacted to the climate, they'll have like different cultures, so they'll eat different food. Like for example, in the north, people tend to eat more noodles because wheat was growing better in the north because of the climate. And in the south, people tend to eat more rice because again, rice grows better in the south. Food is different, the culture is different, the dialects are different, the climate is different. Why do Westerners think China is the same? I think it's mainly because of the lack of representation in mainstream media, right? Because not until very recently that we've started to get films about China that isn't about Kung Fu or isn't about Kung Fu. Like basically all films, all TV shows, everything in China up to very recently with Crazy Rich Asians, by the way, great film, has been very stereotyped, right? It's been about either like ancient China where people are doing like fighting and Kung Fu, or it's going to be about modern China where people are doing fighting and Kung Fu. People haven't really explored actual lives of people rather than just kind of like straight up entertainment. And the second reason is that everyone knows this, China has basically been closed for pretty much hundreds of years, maybe even before that, and it's only really started to open up in the last 40 years. So whereas the rest of the world has been open and people have been traveling, understanding different people, different cultures from all around the world, China was one of the slowest countries to open up for people to visit and to understand. When we actually speak to people that have been to China and traveled to China, they realize how different Shanghai is to like Hunan, for example, how different the people are. But people who haven't been there, they only have, again, mainstream media and news outlets to go on, and they haven't the chance to visit China yet. I think this will change very quickly as China continues to open up to the world. What can be done to break the stereotype? I think, first of all, as I mentioned earlier, go to China. Like there's no replacement for actually going there and experiencing China. It will open up your mind. You'll be really excited. It's honestly, for me, a little bit biased. It's one of the most exciting places in the world right now because everyone's just like super positive, super energetic, and there's opportunities pretty much every street corner you turn. The second thing is to check out @1T Media on TikTok. Cheeky plug. We have a media department where we produce content to educate the rest of the world about Chinese people and cultures in a fun and entertaining way. So check that out. Check out Dao Insights, where we're talking, another plug, where we're talking a lot about Chinese people and cultures, but how that leads onto marketing, creative and tech industries as well. I think in general, just kind of keep your mind open. Try to meet some Chinese people, go to network events, go to China if you can, maybe once the pandemic is over. Of course, follow me. I talk about China all the time. So yeah, I'll see you on LinkedIn.